Hey everybody, we're back and we're ready to continue with Diablo. So let's head down to level 7 and see what awaits for us here. There's a book right over here called the Book of the Blind. Let's see what it says.
I can see what you see not. Vision milky, then eyes rot. When you turn, they will be gone, whispering their hidden song. Then you see what cannot be. Shadows move where light should be. Out of darkness, out of mind, cast down into the halls of the blind.
This will give us our next quest for this floor, the Halls of the Blind. Again, I got really lucky with the quest draw. I didn't arrange for this to happen. I somehow managed to get a quest sequence that gave me a different quest on every floor so far. Well, except the first one, but there were never any first floor quests. Just got lucky. Okay, I don't have any items that need identifying. But we're gonna see a large figure 8 shaped spot. It's over here. There's some stalkers, which are another type of hidden. This is we're gonna be fighting all through with this floor, the invisible guys. Guess we'll find out. Alright, here's where the Halls of the Blind is. There's mudmen, as well as more overlords. You can probably tell by their blue color that mudmen are a stronger variation of overlords. I think this this structure directly in front of me is the Halls of the Blind. How's the inventory doing? We're good. So let's head into the Halls of the Blind and see what we find. Check out that Mudman and the Stalker and an Illusion Weaver. These are actually the strongest variation of the hidden. You can run into them later on once we get to the next portions of the dungeon. I got one down. As you can see, they're a little tougher. They also like to reappear right next to you, all ready to attack. Come on, don't run away. Just let me cut your heads off. It'll be fun. While you're going away, I'm gonna identify that sword. Come on. Got another one. We know overlords aren't that tough since we beat them back in level 4. Trap hit a overlord over here with a firebolt. There we go, he dropped a Book of Town Portal. Let's see if I can read it. I can. Since it maxed me out, I'll use it to cast the spell. There we go. Pick up my stuff, and then I'll come back and we'll keep going. And while I'm in town, I might as well talk to some people, ask about the Halls of the Blind. Let's start with Farnam.
Time a fellow drink in peace? Oh dear. That's pretty funny, huh? Get it? Blind? Look here!
I get it! Alright, let's go talk to Kane, because he'll have the real advice we need on this.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. You recite an interesting rhyme written in a style that reminds me of other works. Let me think now. What was it? Darkness shrouds the hidden, eyes glowing unseen, with only the sounds of razor claws briefly scraping to torment those poor souls who have been made sightless for all eternity. The prison for those so damned is named the Halls of the Blind.
There we go, that clears it up a little. Alright, now let's actually head in here. Alright, my mistake. I was just checking to make sure I was recording properly. My OCD kicked in. Alright, let's see. There's more illusion weavers in here. And I think the trick to the halls of the blind is you'd walk into this area thinking, oh, it's empty, there's no enemies here. Then you suddenly get surrounded by these invisible guys and they take you out. There's one in here. He dropped me another sword. This one's another bastard sword like the sword of maiming I got. Wonder if it'll be any better than the one I've currently got. Also, I am really amazed I keep getting this high-end one-handed sword. There's the item we're looking for in here, the optic amulet. I have to identify it, but I don't have a scroll of identify. Yes, I do. So we got 20% to a light radius, 20% resist lightning, -1 damage from enemies, and a +5 to magic. I don't have any other amulet right now, so we'll put it on and get its benefits. Collecting this amulet actually completes the Halls of the Blind as a quest, even if I haven't killed all the illusion weavers yet. So let's go find the rest of them and take them out. There's also some mudmen trying to join the fight over here. Another stalker. Dropped a leather armor. Another scroll of identify so I can find out what magical property it has. Armor power. Has a 13 to strength on it. More enemies are pouring into the halls of the blind from outside. But I can take them. I don't have enough to cast that. I wonder. Oh, what do you know? With the optic amulet, Darquan actually has enough to cast the Guardian spell. I can't cast it right now because my magic isn't high enough, but now I know I can. I think the halls of the blind are clear now. So now we can focus on clearing out the rest of level 6. Let's start with this library up here. More stalkers inside. Lots of stalkers in here. I think this calls another firewall. Come on, I want you to come out. I want you to try and come out. That way you'll walk into the firewall. This room is chock full of them. Come on. Who knew Darquan Duror was such a ladies' man that he had this many stalkers? Come on. There we go. Found a mana shield scroll already. Let's see. Teleport scroll. I don't think I can cast this. No, I can't. Requires 81 magic to cast. Teleport is the improved version of phasing. Instead of teleporting in a random direction, you will teleport in the direction you choose to go in. Oh, Club of the Leech. This is a life-stealing melee weapon. It's only a club, though, so it's not that useful. There's Book of Mana Shield and another Book of Lightning. Do I have the magic to cast Mana Shield? Surprisingly, I do. I'll go ahead and learn Mana Shield. I don't think I'll cast it, but we have it now. And another Book of Town Portal, which I can also read. And I could also cast to go back and sell some things once I need. And I got a scroll of Mana Shield. I'll use it. Like I said, the spell probably won't be that useful to me since It costs mana to cast it, and once you're out of mana, it wears off. I can also cast Guardian if I want. Well, now I can't because I got hit. This, Mudman dropped a chainmail at the end of all the stuff in this corner. Alright, cool. Back to town. Ooh, the sword that I found is a heavy sword of puncturing. Gives a 59% increase to damage and damages target armor. Is this better than the sword I've currently got? Let's find out. Let's see, mine has 4 points to damage. Let's see how my damage... I can see it here. Damage 17 to 26. 16 to 30. So minimum damage goes down by 1, but maximum damage goes up by 4. And since this damages target armor as well, I would say this is even better than the Sword of Maiming. So we're going to switch to this. Now the reason a sword that damages armor is so good is because armor determines your chance to hit enemies. If I remember earlier, I mentioned my chance to hit enemies might become a problem later unless I put points into dexterity. But now that my hits damage armor, my chance to hit every enemy will increase with every blow I land, since I'm reducing their armor. A lot of enemies in there. Give some of them a lightning blast. Or 2. Or 3. Come on, bring it on. Like every time I hit this Mudman, his armor will go down a bit, and that'll increase my chance to hit him. That means this is a really good sword. I'll probably still want to raise dexterity to increase my chance to hit, as it also, dexterity increases your armor class. And armor will be important against enemies like these, especially later when you have to deal with enemies that hit a lot harder and faster. I'm also going to want magical resistances. So far I've got 20 to fire and lightning thanks to my equipment. There's some more gold. Another stalker. Let's take it out. Empty chest. There's plenty more of level 7 to clear out, so we still got a part going. Not even too worried about the stalkers, so I'm just gonna march ahead fearlessly. There's one. Do you think I'm scared of you? Come get it. Another scroll of Identify. I bought a few in town since Adria was selling them. They cost the same amount as if you have items identified by Cain, which is 100 gold. So buying them is always a pretty good idea. Found another mana potion. Might as well use it. Get these mudmen with some lightning. I don't think the lightning will reduce their armor. Yeah, it'll be more useful when I fight like big boss enemies that can take lots of hits. Another mudman is approaching here, and I'm sure there's somebody in this library. No? No one? Maybe the stalkers were in here, but they chased me out. Plenty of infravision scrolls, as well as a scroll of Nova. Book of Holy Bolt. This is a little late. I don't think I'm going to run into any more undead enemies, but you never know. Yeah, Nova requires 57 magic. Nova is a spell that shoots that radial wave of lightning. You probably saw it before when I touched that one shrine where it said arcane power brings destruction. That was the Nova spell that casted. The scroll lets me cast that, but I don't have the magical requirement to do it. The Optic Amulet, my magic has been boosted to 38, which is still short of the 57 that Nova requires. There's a long staff, and I got plenty of scrolls of Identify, so let's find out what it's got. Raven Staff of the Mind. Gives us 17 to mana and 10 to magic. Not too bad. I'll probably just end up selling the Scroll of Nova when I get back to town. 3 scrolls of infravision now. I'll get the spell ready, if only... Eh, what the heck, let's cast it now. See an enemy on the other side here. I'll deal with him in a moment. First, we're gonna go up here. There's 3 of them up here, more overlords. Cut them down, shouldn't be hard. More enemies up here. More stalkers, mudmen, and overlords, which appear to be the enemies on this floor. And again, the enemies on this floor can be different every time you play. So next time you might not fight mudmen, you might find some other enemy up here. Again, it's all decided by the game itself. The illusion weavers always appear in the halls of the blind. There we go, I'm so tough I don't even have to worry about being in the doorway myself. I can take on all these guys at once, no problem. Mana potions in there. Might as well drink it. Not enough of that. There's Charge Bolt.
Not enough mana.
There we go. Hit him with some Charge Bolts just so I can use the mana. Take out another Overlord in one hit. You can tell I'm getting tougher. Back in level 2, I couldn't have killed an Overlord in one hit. That's how you know we're getting stronger. Alright, one of the stalkers ran away. I guess my infravision effect wore off because I didn't see the mudmen in here. I have leveled up. I'm going to put the points into dexterity and a couple in strength. Gotta decide if I want to use a magic spell on these guys. Instead, I think I'll just chop away at him. Come on, hit him. Let's get healing ready, actually. There we go.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
I'm apparently already full up on inventory. Alright. Apparently, funny enough, I think my gold is what's really filling my inventory now. Let's see, if I cast healing, I won't have enough to cast Town Portal. It's alright. Let's head into the library now. Get their attention with some charge bolts. Take that. There we go. Head in here and see what we get. Another Scroll of Nova. Book of Phasing. I can't learn Phasing as a spell yet. And let's see what the bookcase here has. Book of Firebolt, which I can read. Alright, we'll use a Scroll of Town Portal here to go back to Tristram. I'll sell all this stuff and come back. Adria was also selling a Book of Holy Bolts, so I bought it. Since I got a bunch of gold from selling off the scrolls and books I couldn't read, so I went ahead and bought it. So now I have level 2 of Holy Bolt, which again isn't too useful to me, even though I picked it up because I doubt I'm going to be running into any more undead enemies that it works on. Now, I mentioned Holy Bolt does work on one other enemy. I'm still not ready to spoil which enemy that is, but you'll learn before the game is over, I assure you. That is, of course, if you don't already know. Alright, I got all these scrolls of infravision. Let's use another one. There's one more room down here that's left to clear out. I believe it was this one. Looks like there's stalkers and another... either an overlord or a mudman. It's an overlord. And now it's dead. Let's see, more doors. I can also loop around to this side. There's a mudman down here. Take him out with the sword. Find a potion of mana. I'll drink it up. Didn't give me a lot of mana. I got 15 so far. Go on in here and see if I can see anyone else, because infravision won't reveal if there's any more stalkers and the like. Alright, that was it. That's the final room, I think. Yeah, it looks like we're done with level 7. And since we've cleared out another level, that'll be the end of this part, too. I could have gone through that door. I took the long way around. So yeah, we've cleared level 7, which included the Halls of the Blind, where we got the Optic Amulet. So that'll be the end of this part. I'm going to head over to the stairs, and that's where we will save and quit. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you for my next video.